Hi, I'm Sylvia Tate. Welcome to my video. Today I want to talk about something that completely changed my perception about the permanent weight loss. Because have you ever wondered why some people manage to lose weight once and for all, while others keep losing the same 5, 10, 20 pounds over and over again? Maybe you've been there yourself. You start a diet, you feel motivated, you lose a few pounds, and you think this time it's finally going to stick. And then life happens. A stressful week, a holiday, a family event, work gets busy, and old habits return. And before you know it, the weight is back again. Then you start another diet, and the cycle repeats for years, sometimes decades. I know this because I've been trapped in this cycle myself. I've spent most of my life struggling with weight. I've done the Weight Watchers, the calorie counting, the slimming clubs, the low carb, the high carb, the South Beach diet, meals replacement, intermittent fasting. You name it, I've probably tried it. And while some of these approaches worked for a while, none of them really explained why I kept coming back to my old habits. But here is the thing. Most women know what they should be eating. We know vegetables are healthier than chocolate. Most women know they should be drinking more water. Most women know they should be moving more. The problem is rarely a lack of information. Every year there is a new diet, a new exercise craze, a new supplement, a new miracle solution. And yet obesity rates continue to rise. So the truth is, information isn't the missing piece. The truth is that weight loss is so much more about the food. It's about the psychology, it's about the emotions, and it's about the behavior. And it's about understanding the deeper reasons behind why we eat. One of the biggest breakthroughs in my own journey became when I started to be aware of the human need psychology, because it helped me to understand something that most diets never taught me. Every behavior serves a purpose, including overeating, including emotional eating, including self-sabotage. So the question is, why can't I stick to a diet? The better question is, what is this behavior doing for me? Because if you keep turning to food, despite desperately wanting to lose weight, food is probably meeting an important need for you. Maybe it gives you comfort. Maybe it gives you a reward after a long day. Maybe it's your escape from stress. Maybe it's one of those few moments in a day that feels like it's yours. Think about that for a moment. Because most women spend their day taking care of other people. The husband, the children, the job, the house, the parents, the endless responsibilities. Then finally everyone goes to bed. The house is quiet and you sit down with that glass of wine and some chocolates or crisps. Is it really about the food? Or is it more about feeling the comfort, feeling the pleasure? Finally feeling like they're doing something for themselves. So when you start looking at food through this lens, everything changes. Because now we are not trying to fight ourselves, we're trying to understand ourselves. And that's a big difference. Which brings me to what I believe are the 3 pillars of the permanent weight loss. The first pillar is awareness. You have to become aware of your emotional patterns. Most people track calories. Very few people track emotions. But emotions drive the behavior. So I often must ask my clients, what are the emotions you experience most often and you feel every day? Is it joy, peace, or is it emotions like anger, frustrations, overwhelm, stress, sadness, loneliness? If you had to circle the top 2 emotions you're feeling in most of the days, what would they be? Think about it for a moment, because these emotions tell us about a lot about the quality of your life, and they often reveal why you're struggling with food. For example, if overwhelm is one of your most experienced emotions, then food maybe became your coping mechanism. If loneliness is your dominant emotion, maybe food became your companion. If stress is your dominant emotion, maybe food became your relief. You can't solve a problem without understanding what's creating it. Awareness is where everything starts. The second pillar is the tools and strategies. Don't get me wrong. Of course, nutrition absolutely matters. Exercise matters, sleep matters, protein matters, hydration matters, habits matters. You need practical tools. But the mistake many people make is jumping straight to strategy without understanding the real cause of the problem. Imagine trying to fix leaking roof by painting the ceiling. That's what most diets do. They tackle the visible problem, but they do not tackle the source of the problem. The strategy must match the reason behind the behavior. Otherwise, the weight loss feels constantly like an uphill battle. And the third pillar is where most people get stuck. It's resolving the inner conflict. This is where, think about this. Part of you wants desperately to lose weight. You want to feel confident. You want to feel more energy. You want to be more healthy. You want to feel proud when you look in the mirror. But the other part of you wants certainty, wants comfort, wants familiarity, wants safety. And these parts are pulling you into the opposite directions. It's like, I often say, it's like driving a car with one foot on the brake and another foot on the accelerator. You want to move forward, but you keep feeling stuck. You keep feeling something is holding you back. You know what to do, you know how to do it, and yet you're not doing it consistently. That doesn't mean you are lazy. That doesn't mean you are lacking willpower. It means there is an internal conflict that hasn't been resolved as yet. And until that conflict is resolved, you keep repeating the same patterns. This is why I believe permanent weight loss is actually an identity journey. It's not just about what you eat. It's about changing who you believe you are. Because your behavior will always try to match your identity. So if deep down you believe you are someone who always struggled with weight, you are a woman who always starts on Monday, you are a woman who never follows through, your behavior will keep reflecting that identity. If, for a change, you start to believe, I am a woman who takes care of myself, the woman who honors my body, the woman who meets her emotional needs in healthy ways, the woman who no longer needs the food to fill the gap in her life. That's when weight loss stops feeling like a constant battle, because you are no longer forcing yourself to change. You are becoming somebody different. So if you've been losing the same 5 pounds over and over again for years, please know this. You're not broken. You're not lacking the discipline, and you don't need another diet. What you need is a deeper understanding of yourself, because the weight loss does not start on your plate. It starts in your mind. It starts with your emotions. It starts with your needs. And it starts with an identity you choose to create. So if this video resonated with you, please let me know in the comments. What do you think food gives you? Comfort, certainty, connection, reward? I'd love to know your thoughts. And if you'd like to listen to more videos about identity and sustainable weight loss and the mindset for women over 40, please don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you for listening.